Singh, Head Advisory at Angel Broking. Welcome to the show, Amar, and a very good morning. Yesterday's session, the markets were mainly dragged down by Reliance Industries, HDFC Twins, as well as the IT counters. What are charts indicating, especially with regards to RIL and the HDFC Twins for today's day of trade?
Yeah, looking first at Reliance Industries, what we see is that Reliance Industries has been witnessing some correction from almost 1300 levels, 1317 levels since 6th of February. Now it's currently approaching a very crucial support zone. If you look at the support zone for Reliance, that's somewhere around 1200, 1210. And I would say rather 1190 to 1200 zone, because if you look at 30th January, it had made a low of 1191. So somewhere around 1190, 1200, that's a very crucial zone of support for Reliance. And looking at the long-term chart, if I look at on the weekly chart, what I see is that Reliance had made a high of 1329 in August. And again, if you look at the recent high, that was 1321. So clearly, what it shows is that upside seems to be capped, because till the time Reliance doesn't take out the 1320, 1330 zone decisively and stays consistently above that, we will witness pressure and profit booking in Reliance. Now, coming to the HDFC Twins, what we see in HDFC is that, first of all, if you look at HDFC is also witnessing some profit booking on the charts. And if I look at the weekly charts as well as the long-term charts, somewhere it shows that the upside seems to be capped right now for HDFC. So the high that it had made on the monthly chart somewhere around 2017. And if you look at in July also, it was around 2050. So somewhere that's now going to act as a very crucial resistance and top. So taking that out is not going to be easy. So higher levels would be sold into, profit booking will be witnessed. And looking at HDFC, the low that it had made on 30th January, somewhere around 1865, 1870. So that's going to act as an immediate level of support. And below that, 1840 is a very crucial support for HDFC. Now, talking about HDFC Bank. If I look at HDFC Bank, again, HDFC Bank also is witnessing similar patterns on the charts. So on the daily charts, again, we are seeing that upside seems to be capped anywhere between 2150, 2160, because if you see the recent top that was made 2166 on 21st January, and prior to that on 19th December 2159. So clearly shows that 2160, 2150, 2170, that should act as a very crucial zone of resistance, and profit booking will be witnessed. Also on the monthly charts, what we are seeing in HDFC Bank is that there is bearish divergence on the monthly chart. So that clearly shows that it is not going to go up in a hurry. There could be consolidation. However, on the downside, if you look at it, somewhere around, I would say initial first level of support for HDFC Bank comes somewhere around 2000, 2020, 30. That should act as an immediate and crucial level of support for HDFC Bank. Whereas if that is breached, then 1880, 1900 levels is going to be a crucial support zone.
Well, in fact, Amar, let me come to you with your trading picks as well.
Yeah, the first one is Avenue Supermart. What we are seeing in this on the charts is that the long-term trend for this continues to remain positive. Yes, we've been seeing some swings in this stock between 1600 and 1400 levels. But on the daily charts, the stock seems to be forming a very strong base around 1420, 1430 levels. And yesterday also was a positive day in spite of the market witnessing some sell-off. So this is one stock one can look at. So around 1455, 1460 levels one can look at buying the stock with a stop loss of 1413 and a target of 1537 on the upside. So that's the first one on the buy. And the second one to look at is Tata Global Beverages. What we see here is that this stock has corrected significantly from almost, if you look at the highs that were made in January 2018, from almost 320, it's around 188 levels. And what we are seeing on the weekly charts is that there is some bullish divergence on the weekly charts, and it is very crucial. It's standing at very crucial support zones, and it has taken support. So it appears that there could be a possibility of a bounce back. And so this is one stock one can look at buying, but these are basically very short-term trading ideas. So one can look at buying Tata Global around 186 levels or so. Currently it's around 189. So one can look at buying around 186 levels with a stop loss of 181 and a target of 197 on the upside.
Right, that's the word, and let me come back to Dharmesh, but before that, let me go to Amar. Amar, a quick word on Page Industries, brokerage upgrade, stock is starting 3% up, 24,700. What are the charts telling?
Yeah, looking at Page Industries, what we see is that the stock seems to be consolidating and taking support after a low level which it had witnessed. So from 21,600 levels, it has bounced back, and currently it's around 24,000 levels. So there is a possibility that the stock could trade higher only if it sustains above the 24,600 mark. But if you look at the monthly chart, somewhere or the other, it clearly shows that upside is going to meet with selling pressure, and again above 24,600, 25,200. So now the stock is likely to consolidate and trade in a range as far as Page Industries is concerned.
Definitely moving towards 26,800. Let's take an index view here. What is the word, Amar, on the Bank Nifty at present? Any strategy which can be implemented?
Yeah, looking at Bank Nifty, what we are seeing is that it continues to trade lower and is not able to sustain. But I would say that on the downside, we are seeing crucial support for Bank Nifty coming somewhere around 26,700 odd levels. So I would say that if that level Bank Nifty is able to hold, then there is a possibility of a pullback. So ideally, one should wait for some further correction in Bank Nifty, and then maybe one can look at some buying opportunity with a stop loss below 26,670. So, and then on the upside, it could trade higher towards 27,100 levels. So there is a possibility that we could witness some bounce back from those levels.
Thanks a lot, gentlemen, for giving us all the insights. Amar, Ashish, Kshitij, Dharmesh, thanks a lot for coming on the show. And let's take a short break now, but stay tuned. As we return from the break, we're going to be joined by Prahlad Bhai Patel, the MD and CEO of PSC Projects, and Romil Pant, the Senior Vice President of International and Domestic Travel at Thomas Cook, for an insight on the business going ahead. Stay tuned.